Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the emergency live stream. An emergency just got a whole bunch of worse with the CPI numbers. Stuff is dropping like big time. If you're watching this not live, enjoy the rerun. Hope you find something useful in here. Besides that, everybody else, how you doing guys? How you doing guys? Let me just shield the stuff a little bit up here. There we go. Let's wait for people to get in here and then we'll start. What's up? Luna, yeah, 90%, 90%, 90%, 90%. It can always drop down to 90%. Bro, I'm just gonna go make some coffee and go lay bricks like the past 10 years. Yeah, I mean, I think we gotta go back to our regular jobs, guys. I think we gotta go back to our regular jobs. Bad CPI numbers, bad. Let me just go to Twitter up a little bit up here and Twitter and post a tweet. Let me just do it like this over here. There we go, and then I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. I'm just doing stuff. Wait. There we go, and right back into it. Emergency just got worse. Tweet. There we go, guys. There we go. Emergency just got worse. CPI numbers are over the expectation. It was expected to be 8.1, it's 8.3, and you know, then it happens what has to happen. Why am my stuff? So yeah, it doesn't matter. So the stock market right now today is still going down. It's not actually that you know, that doesn't have that much effect, but it's still pushing on the downside, but Bitcoin went from being in +2. I'm gonna show you up here. Bitcoin went, which chart? This chart is fine. Bitcoin went up here and being in +2 to down here being in -5% on the downside. And you know, the altcoins are definitely dying. Luna, of course, is dead. ANC is dying like big time, I think. Let me see, where is ANC over here? -50%. Albatron -20. What kind of big number? Bake is down 25%. Let's go to the daily chart up here. Bake is down 24%. Audio 26%. Cost 25% as well, Dusk 25%, but you know, nobody knows about these coins. Let's see some of these bigger coins up here. Of course, Luna is down 90%. It went all the way down to 0.6. You can see that I have some kind of support lines on the chart. I mean, 1, 2, 3 support lines up here. It just got broken through everything. 6.5 right through that. I got this support at 0.5, but you know, it did, you know, right now it is picking up a little bit up here. Actually, it's picking up quite a lot right now over here. It went all the way down to 0.7. So right now picking up a little bit. By the way, is the music too loud? I need to know that. That's the important stuff. Is the music too loud? Luna did X2. Yeah, 2X. Yeah, so Luna is definitely, you know, right now on the traders, you know, radar right now, because, you know, there is a huge amount of money that can be made, you know, doing the leverage trade and on this thing. But, you know, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching it because it goes up like, look here, man. This is the 5-minute chart. Let's go to 1-minute chart up here. 1-minute chart, and you know, in the, I don't know, from this bottom to the top up here, 144%, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In 14 minutes it did 144%. You know, the volatility is extreme. Can't hear tunes at all. Music is good, bro. What you mean you can't hear the tunes at all? What's that all about? I gotta check that out. Check that out. 13, 40, in 14 minutes it did 144%. You know, the volatility is extreme. Yeah, it's fine, I think it's fine. What you mean you can't hear the tunes at all? What's that all about? I gotta check that out. Yeah, it's fine. I think music is fine right now. Luna did a 200 pump within minutes. Yeah, Luna did a 200 and still continuing pumping right now, and it just crazy, just crazy. But this is so scary, guys. This is so scary because you never know when we are gonna hit the bottom. Is this the bottom right now for Luna? Because right now it's back up 2.6. Maybe it hit some kind of bottom, maybe it's over right now. Let's check out USD over here and see how it's actually. This went all the way down to 0.25 and it's pulling back right now all the way up. It did 66% towards the upside, so it is retracing a little bit. Bitcoin went down minus 5% right now, it's down minus 3.5%. So there is definitely some retracement happening right now. I almost got in the ETH short, but got up and got coffee. Almost empty. I'm walking at a business exhibition, but screw all this and let's sit down and watch TLA. Ron is in the chat, almost about to puke. Ron, I feel sorry for you. I think you still got something in something. You know, it does happen, it does happen. I don't know if you guys watched the latest the moon video. The moon video, he also had big bags. I just lost 1.6 million in Luna. Now that said, that's nothing for him. It's small money, like he said. It's only a fraction of my money. Not long ago he also said that he lost like 100 million in something else, but I think that was only on paper. And you know, I think he got that back. But still, this guy's a billionaire. But you know, still 1.6 billion. You know, but you know, teach his own. You know, some of us losing, you know, $1,000 is the same thing as him losing 1.6 million bucks. You know, it's all about percentages of your portfolio, how much you lose. Luna is the coin liquidation engines lacking now. Yeah, so liquidation is probably like right now a lot Luna. Minus 88% still on downside. Let's see this 5-minute chart up here, pulling back on downside. But look how fast this is going on downside, guys. This is right now already down 33%. You cannot do leverage on this. You gotta do leverage on this on second charts, guys. On second charts. If you do not do leverage on second charts, it just goes up too fast. Look here. Assume you got the 10x short here. You're already liquidated. Assume you got into the short over here. It's already up 12%. You're already liquidated. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 seconds and you get liquidated with 10x short. If you got in at the bad time, it just changes direction and you get liquidated. If you know, up in smoke, believe me. So this is you know, crazy times for Luna right now. It goes up and down so fast. It's like crazy. Like numbers are definitely, you know, extreme. The thing that's happening right now with Luna is engines are playing, you know, up and down. Liquidations engines, you know, both buying selling engines, because the gains are so huge right now. And I don't know if you can go to Binance. Let's go to Binance. Where is Binance? Buy sell. Let's go to markets. Trade. I need to reject all, doesn't matter. Spot trading. Let's go to spot trading over here and see just how much volume there is on the charts right now. So total volume up here. Can we? No, this is not it. Where is the volume? Where is the volume? Oh, they changed it a little bit up here. Here's the volume. So right now Luna has 323. This is on BNB. Wait, USDT. BTC still has highest volume. The next one is Luna. So you know, the volume is good. So you know, leverage engines and trading bots, they love this huge volatility, huge volume. So they're just playing with Luna up down, you know, and doing stuff, right? Look here, 4.2 billion in volume, 5 billion on BTC, Ethereum, BUSD, USD. Also, I got 1.8 billion in volume. But all of these stablecoins got huge volume. Why? Because everybody is buying stablecoins. Everybody's buying stablecoins. A lot of fear is going on right now. Everybody wants to get out. Everybody wants to, you know, save themselves right now. And that's why you're seeing these big red numbers on and everything. This is Phantom down 30% right now. Phantom down. It was down even more for today. This is just 30% up here, but it was down something like 50%. This might have been, you know, capitulation week right now for this move towards downside. Somebody asked me on Twitter right now, do you think this is gonna be over? And it's not gonna be over yet, guys. It's not gonna be over yet. Where did I say that? What's going on? Sol? Wait, by dip. Let's just do it like this up here. Let's just go to home. tweets and replies. This one. So Nate comments on what, and he says, do you think bear market will be over sooner than you predicted? That rate at which this is going down? And I say no, still on schedule, 1 month left. Let's go. What do you think of Terra and USD? Thank you. No clue what's happening, so not touching that with a 10-foot not even touching them a 10-foot pole. There we go. And I think that's the best advice anybody can get right now when it comes to Luna and USD. Yeah, sure, you know, liquidate, like, you cannot do leverage on that stuff. I mean, if you do that, you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta get in, get out, like, really fast on 1 second. Like I just showed you, 12 seconds and you will get liquidated with the 10x on Luna. 12 seconds, if you get in the wrong time, you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get liquidated. Like, even if you know what you're doing, you're still gonna get liquidated. You're still gonna get liquidated on Luna on a second chart. 12 seconds, 10x, you're gonna get liquidated if you get in at the wrong point. You're gonna get liquidated at the wrong point. Right now, Bitcoin is still continuing on the downside. This is not over yet. Does not look like it's over. We are getting into this very nasty move down here at 29,000. You see 29,000 right now. This last support, and between the 29,000, guys, between 29,000 and the levels down here, there is a lot of empty space. There is a lot, but I do not think this is just gonna continue on the downside down all the way to the bottom and then bounce. It can do that, but I do not believe that's gonna happen. What I think is gonna happen is we're gonna still continue down here a little bit, and then we're gonna have some kind of in a couple of days, I think it's kind of a couple of days, we're gonna find some kind of bottom. We'll get the relief rally, we'll get that can bounce, then we'll get rejected at some point. I don't know where we're gonna get rejected. We're gonna follow that, we're gonna get rejected, and then we're gonna continue down all the way down. Bigger bigger fear, bigger drops, bigger numbers, red numbers towards downside, and then we're gonna capitulate, you know, get the end of the capitulation. So this is still the way I see it, you know, 100% in the this is still 100% on schedule for 1 month capitulation. Bottom won't be far away, a few more weeks, and slowly climbed in boring crab channels for 2 months, or buy more and go to the beach signal soon. One or less, how you do, man? Everybody's getting wrecked, man. I saw Quana tweet, I think they are adding supply to Luna and slowed it down and rebounds it to USD, bleeding slowly, slow down. Luna will be back. It might be back, but you know, right now it is so scary, man. So scary. No music, my end, mate. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're gonna turn off the music. Who needs music in these kind of times, man? Who needs music? So there is no music right now. We're not gonna play any music. That's okay. That's okay. I'm totally desensitized to this dump. I feel nothing. Yeah, after a while, you know, when you get into these kind of stuffs, you know, if you hodl for this long, you know, at the end you don't feel like. I almost got in an eat short, yeah. So Luna seems pretty cheap right now. There is no such thing as cheap, man. Luna went from 90 to 10, that's 90% down. Then it went from 10 to 1, that's again 90% down. It can always go 90% down, so ask yourself, do you want to see your portfolio go 90% in a span of 10 minutes? I'm just saying, wrecked is the new normal. Awesome. So you can see here, this is definitely not over yet. We had some kind of triangles up here. You can see the rejection. This was double rejection up here. We got a CPR numbers. CPR numbers are quite bad, and as soon as these CPR numbers came in, we go right back down again. You can see how you see this red box up here. That's some kind of important support that we had for a long time, right? And we said below these levels, you know, that's gonna start being bad. We still got something here at, well, 30k, you know, psychological level, but right here, down here at 29k, there is also some kind of level. There is some kind of trend line that goes down here. I don't remember where it was, but you know, there is some kind of trend line at 29 levels. And you can see here, after we broke this box up here, we went up here, got rejected, we went down and started going back up again. You can see here we got rejected again when the CPR numbers got, you know, released, and right back down again. What we have now on the charts down here, we gotta, can I pull the stuff out? Yeah, I can pull the stuff out. So what we have on the chart right now over here, we don't have a divergence. Unfortunately, I don't think there is divergence. I know that people are looking at this like this over here. and you know this going something like this towards upside, and there is big divergence, but you know this should be something like this up here, and there is still slight divergence, but continue dumping on downside, there will be no divergence up here. On the 8-hour chart, I think there is divergence on the other hand. So on the other hand, on the 8-hour chart down here, there is a huge divergence, and I think that doesn't matter how far we fall down, there is still divergence on the chart, and I think this might be the last dump down here, the huge panic before we actually get this dead cat bounce or whatever is gonna happen. So I think we are trying to create some kind of bottom down here at 29,000. A lot of stuff is happening, so this bottom down here is trying to create. We might even push a little bit through that, but I think bottom is quite near right now, and I'm not saying bottom of the capitulation phase, I'm saying just bottom for this local bottom on this move towards downside that we had for a very long time right now. And I think it's trying to find some kind of bottom here, then maybe we'll get some kind of nice bounce towards the upside, and after that we'll continue towards downside and the end of this capitulation phase, just like last time. Both Luna 0.8 and Sola 2.7, that's my best trade ever, but insane to see it this low. Yeah, so Luna is still down something like 90%. It went up to 2.6, right now 1.6 down. Looking again on the 1 minute chart up here, these are crazy moves, guys, crazy moves. Let's clear up everything. You see here, if you FOMO'd up here, you would have been down like 50%, more than 50%, 50% on the downside just on the retracement, guys. Retracement for Luna right now is 50%, and that happens 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 minutes. 7 minutes you got a retracement of on the 50. 7 minutes you got a retracement on the 50% towards downside. Insane moves, guys, insane move. Buy now for dollar cost average is good idea. I don't think so. I wouldn't touch Luna. Like, you do with your Luna what you want to do. You do with USD what you want to do. You gotta figure out what's happening, because I do not know what's happening with Luna, guys. I've read a lot of stuff. I think I understand it, but I do not understand it. I don't understand the attack. I don't understand how they are pushing the price down. There is a lot of fighting going on between whales up here. I don't know how they are making money, what they are doing, but I know that bots are 100% right now on Luna. Liquidity on the exchange, like the volume is extreme high, like second biggest volume on the market. So engines love this. Volatility is super high, so very scary moves, very scary moves. So what's happening? Will Luna go to zero? Will it bounce back to some kind of normal number? What's gonna happen with Luna? I do not know. So that's why I'm saying it's scary. So I'm not touching Luna. I'm not touching Luna with a 10-foot pole. Can I make money? Yeah, but I can also lose money. I know. Assume if you dollar cost average, right? Not a dollar cost. Assume if you dollar cost average and it actually goes to zero, right? Because some coins do go to zero, and it just starts bleeding down, blah. You never get him money back, man. If he dies, he dies. I do not know if it's gonna die, but right now it does look like it's gonna die. But if you are smart, if you understand what's happening, and that it's gonna bounce back, then then why are you asking me what to do? But if you not, yeah, it is gambling. It is huge gambling. But if you do not know what to do, and I'm telling you, I do not know what to do. Don't ask me. I don't know. If I knew what's happening with Terra Luna, I might have done something about it. But I cannot. Because I have absolutely no clue what's gonna happen. Now there are definitely other coins right now, big time downside. Waves is down 30%. We are hoping Waves should do some nice move up here. It was holding this trend line up here very nicely. I don't know where this trend line comes from nowhere. This is random trend line. Maybe there is something up here, something like this. It was holding the trend line. Right now it's down 30%, maybe even 50% on the downside. So I think right now we are getting this last move towards downside right now. Let's see for our 1 hourly time frame up here. 5 minutes chart up here. Yeah, so we got a big dump on the CPR numbers. Everybody is scared. There are definitely some big numbers on the chart. ANC is down 55%, 25%. Everything is down 20, 25%. This feels like 2018, guys. 2018. After the dump, there was also big numbers like 20-30%, like every second day or something like that. In 2018 as well. Like, this really feels like it's end of the crypto, But that's how that's how capitulation phase feels. This looks like some kind of 5 minute chart. It looks like some kind of some kind of V-shaped pattern recovery up here. We're gonna see how this, you know, usually has this week and goes very nicely, fastly towards the upside. So we'll see how this plays out. Bitcoin also trying to recover up a little bit up here. Let's find a, you know, chart that's not messed up here. Try to recover up here a little bit up here. This is still 5-minute charts, you know. So what I think, you know, we're gonna end this capitulation phase on some kind of bottom down here, right? But it's not gonna be on a 1-minute chart or 5-minute chart or 1 hourly or 4 hourly chart. It's gonna be on daily chart. So you will see on the daily chart over here, on the daily chart, some kind of bottom, some kind of pattern, something. You'll see something on the bottom down here that's gonna tell us that you know, it's the bottom, and now it's gonna go up. So this is not the bottom yet, guys. This is definitely not a bottom. We can have a dead can bounces, we can have pullbacks towards the upside, but this is not the bottom. Less than $10 for Dot. Love the stream, man. Andy, so thanks, appreciate that. My dreams are melting. Cheap stuff. Yeah, what if you buy USD now and sell when it's back at 1? But, you know, will it get back at 1? That's the question, because that's the whole thing, man. If you know that's gonna back to 1, then, you know, of course it's a buy option, but we don't know. We don't know where it's gonna go back to 1. We don't know if Luna is gonna coming, you know, recovering from this stuff. You know, it lost all the credibility. I don't know who is gonna put back, you know, money in the Luna DeFi. I don't know whoever is gonna buy USD for anything ever again. So, you know, even if you manage to recover the USD and Luna, like the trust is gone, you know. And when it comes to crypto, you know, everything is about trust. Everything is about trust. So, you know, I will never ever in my life put anything into USD. I will never buy USD, you know, for anything. I am telling you right now, I will never use USD for anything. It's possible for you to recover. How much needs to pump in? No, and no effing clue, man. No effing clue. There's absolutely no idea. But yeah, it looks like this was the bottom, guys. It looks like this was the bottom. Major panic right now. Bitcoin is back down at 2% up here. Let's go see here. We got some kind of divergence here on the 8-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart. It is recovering a little bit up here. Still 2 hours and 40 minutes left on this 4-hour time frame. I'm gonna show you something, guys. I'm gonna show you something. This is a chart of Bitcoin on a monthly chart, and this chart on the 4-hourly. So this is 4-hourly and this is monthly and 4-hourly chart. And what you can see, we got the same pattern going on over here, guys. We got the same pattern going over here, and this is what we call on this channel extend smack hug dump pattern, right? So we've been talking about this before, and let me just clean these circles. We've been talking about this before, and how this extend smack hug dump pattern works is that you get some kind of moving averages, and you have a price that extends towards the upside, then it smacks back on the moving averages, then, you know, hugs that moving average, then oftentimes, you know, extend, smack, hug, dump, but oftentimes you get this move towards the upside. And you can see here the same move towards the upside. Now this chart over here, the 4-hourly chart, is actually just inverted chart of the 4-hourly chart, and you can see here extend from the moving average, smack down on the moving average, hug the moving average, and right now we are supposed to having this dump, but, you know, we are still, you know, having this pump towards the upside. The same thing over here, but, you know, this still needs to, you know, reverse up here. So to me, this looks like a bottoming pattern or inverse extend, smack, hug, dump pattern that's happening right now on the chart. So if you see it over here, I think that this might have been the bottom. You can see the big wick on the downside. The buying is coming in right now. Bitcoin, you know, the CPI number scared away everybody. This might have been right now the bottom for this move, for this fear, because there has been just, you know, a lot of fear. You know, we got a Luna fear, USD stuff, Bitcoin breaking certain levels, coming down to the support at 29, trying to hold that, you know, CPI numbers are coming out, bad CPI numbers pushing down, everything goes down 20-25% down, 30% towards downside, and right now we are picking back up again. So I think we are getting, you know, very close to the ending of this this move. We still need to see how this actually plays out. You can see this is just retracement on the 1-hourly time frame to the moving averages. It still needs to break certain levels up here at the top. Let's try to pull some nice levels up here. Maybe something like this up here. Maybe there is a big triangle up here that I was unaware of. Something like this up here. Maybe this is the triangle. You can see we are coming back into the triangle. But I would say if you want this, you know, this consolidation to stop, this might have been some kind of fake out to downside. Where we go back up here? Where we go back up here at the top again, and maybe exit on the other side, and, you know, get some kind of relief rally to 34, 35, to 60, 7,000, whatever that's gonna be like. That means that means that we just might recover a little bit towards the upside. It is right now also doing the same thing, fell through the support down here on the downside, wherever that was, something like this. Maybe you can see here right now it is recovering, so this might, you know, play out eventually as some kind of you know, fake out to the downside, the spring towards downside before we get some kind of, you know, pullback towards the upside. But it's happening just too fast to say that this is the bottom of capitulation phase. I don't see this as a bottom of capitulation phase. I just see this as intermediate, you know, recovery, if you want to say that, some kind of you know, that can bounce, pull back a little bit before we continue on downside. But it might be just local bottom here right now. Luna is very volatile. Yeah, very, you know, that's saying that Luna is very volatile is understatement of the year. This is 1 hourly time frame on Luna right now. You got an engulfing candle up here on the 1 hourly chart. It is recovering a little bit, but you know, it's so scary, man. You never know when it's gonna figure out, no, I'm just gonna go right down back again. Okay, let's do another move, 90% move towards downside. I saw people making 50x with shorting Luna. I mean, there are people that are doing like 7,000, yeah, they're doing 50x and stuff like that, and they're doing this on 1 second chart, you know. They're doing 100x with small money, you know, and stuff like that, right? But the volatility is so high, and you know, you gotta try like 100x, like 5 to 10 times before you actually get anything decent out of it, right? But if you get, maybe you can recover your money. Lost 100k on Luna. Damn, that's a lot of money, man. I saw people making 50. Yeah, so definitely, you know, volatility and leverage trading go hand in hand. Right now, Bitcoin is in green and pumping towards the upside. So the recovery is legit, guys. The recovery looks like to be legit right now. Over here, you see this 4 hourly candle up here recovering, coming back to the resistance. We are probably gonna break the resistance towards the upside up here. Maybe, hopefully. Look at the wick on the downside, guys. So yeah, this fear panic mode that we just has been through, this is done. This was the peak fear, peak panic. You saw a lot of panic, and once that happens, that's why I'm streaming. That's why Crypto is streaming. That's why you know, Benjamin Coleman is streaming. That's why everybody's streaming right now, because this is the peak fear, and once the peak fear is done, you know, we recover, and you know, that you know, you find some kind of a local bottom for now, right? So you need to relax a little bit. You scooped up a lot of Bitcoin. You let the price rise a little bit towards the upside, and then another move towards downside, and get everybody, you know, fearful again, and the same thing going down. Daily engulfing would be nice. Yeah, daily engulfing would be nice, but I don't think we are getting daily engulfing because we had the green candle down here, so you know, there is no daily engulfing. Weekly engulfing maybe, but you know, that's not gonna happen right now. This is a V-shaped recovery pattern, so there is no way this is any kind of bottom for the capitulation phase. Capitulation phase will have normal bottom on the daily time frame. It will take a long time. This is still in play for a 1 month movement. We are still looking at some kind of bottom down here in June, July. So you know, it's gonna take time until they hit that bottom. We are still looking on the downside. We don't think this is any kind of recovery to any kind of, you know, 100k, whatever, you know, 60k exit pump. No, nothing like that. This is just a normal recovery after a huge fear in the market right now. You see here again, even with this pump towards the upside, we're hitting the resistance and cannot break the resistance. But you know, good thing is this on the 5-minute chart. On 1 hourly chart, we are, you know, still trying to break certain levels. We are still not sure how this is gonna play. Volatility is super high right now. A lot of stuff is still down pretty much, you know, big numbers. And I don't see that much recovering just yet. I don't see that much recovering just yet. So I think people are still in fear, you know, what's gonna happen. See here is pulling back down, but I think, you know, we are pretty close to some kind of bottom right now. Right now, Bitcoin is going back from green into red again very soon. Still in green a little bit up here, but we will see that. Check Sol. Yeah, what about Sol? It is dumping like everything else, so there is nothing. 14.14% on the downside. This 1 hourly time frame. It was down pretty much on the daily time frame. It was down something like 28%, but right now peaked 40%. There is nothing special about Sol right now. You know, it's just doing like everything else, and it's been bleeding for a very long time right now, over you know, since November. Even this pump up here was, you know, kind of sketchy up here. So there is definitely this line up here that needs to break and so forth. You can see here it's trying to hold this support line up here, so we'll see if actually can do that. But yeah, everything's right now very overextended towards downside. we are hitting. ApeCoin is down to some kind of 27%. I don't know if you've been watching Bitcoin Daily today earlier, like 6 hours ago, something like that. We said like after these support levels on ApeCoin, the only thing that I could find some kind of support is this line up here. You can see here the week on downside, and this support on downside down here. So there was two support lines. There was this one and this one, and as you can see here, we hit the first support and bounced, and right now we hit the second support and bounced. So you know, I was able to find the support lines where there is no VPVR. So let me talk shit about VPVR for a second, okay? VPVR, this is the thing that visible range volume profile. This is the thing that you should never use ever in your life. This is the worst thing ever. And you know, people use it to find some kind of a support levels and so forth, right? So this is the worst thing ever, and you'll see a lot of people using this, but you know, a lot of people use a lot of stuff. But what I'm going to try to tell you that in certain, and you can also see that, you know, these levels are, you know, you can find some kind of nice levels with this VPR, but you cannot find on the dollar levels. VPVR. It's called VPVR. It's a volume profile. Just tell you where there is most trade stuff. So if you look in this visible range over here, you know, it changes profile. So you know, it depends on how much of the chart you're looking. But on the downside, there is no way anybody using VPVR. There is no way they could find these two levels of support. There is no way. Because VPVR is crap. VPVR shit. It doesn't do anything. It's total useless thing, and anybody who uses it, you know, have no clue how to find support levels. But we do know how to find support levels. This is the only thing that I could find. If it breaks this line on downside, then we get into what's called, you know, a price discovery mode, and then we have to do some kind of psychological levels, you know, some kind of market stuff, and you know, after that. But after these two levels, I don't think there is anything left on the downside down here. Now there is another line down here that might act as support as well. So you know, there is always some kind of line somewhere that can act as a support. But this VPVR, this is the worst garbage ever. Seriously, if you use this, like, just don't. Okay, I spent like 5 minutes on you know, talking crap about VPVR, but you know, that's nice. We gotta educate people on the right way to do TA. Tell them TLA. What was CPR result? 8.3, and it was expected 8.1, so it was worse than it was expected. And anytime something is worse than expected, you get, you know, big down. And as soon as that happened, as soon as these CPR numbers came out, we dumped on downside, because we are up here, and as soon as it came up, we dumped on downside. Everything went into red, big red numbers, double digits red. If it was in single digits red, it went into double digits red and stopped going to the downside. You can see here we are still trying to recover, still 5 minutes on the 1 hour close. Unfortunately, I cannot stay here and see how this is actually gonna play out. I gotta go drive my kids to, you know, to practice. Can you check what the DXY is doing right now? DXY is a little bit down, but overall it is going towards the upside. You can see here on the weekly time frame, it's pulling a little bit back up here. We still got one month's time. There is a big divergence up here on the DXY time frame. So I'm not quite sure if it's just gonna, you know, reverse over here right now, or it's gonna, you know, pump a little bit, because I'm still looking for 1 month of down movement. So I'm not quite sure if this can, you know, hold out for 1 more month. I'm not sure if this can hold out for 1 more month. So we're gonna see that. We're gonna see if it can hold out for 1 more month and then pull on downside, because that's what I'm expecting. Now, if this is some kind of bottom, I have very hard way to believe in that any kind of. Here's the problem. I cannot believe that you can get some kind of bottom here on the V-shaped pattern. You don't go into the liquidity zone. This is liquidity zone. You don't go into the liquidity zone with a wick and then, you know, okay, we restart the bull market. It doesn't happen like that way, guys. It doesn't happen that way. What has to happen is we have to go into the liquidity zone. We have to let, you know, big money, billionaires, you know, funds, institutions and so forth accumulate, and they cannot accumulate with 1 day wick on the downside. It doesn't work that way. We gotta push this all the way down. They gotta accumulate, and then we can have a bull market. But there is no way we can have a bull market, you know, just up here and just going right up there, unless this over here was a reaccumulation phase, you know, for the next move towards the upside. So that is only the only explanation how we can actually bounce from over here is if we call this reaccumulation phase. So if this is a reaccumulation phase, then we can, you know, hit this spring and then continue towards the upside. But I don't believe this is a reaccumulation phase yet. You know, I need to still have something to show me that this is some kind of reaccumulation phase, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Besides that, if I'm right on the capitulation phase on the downside down here, this is gonna take a while, guys. This is not done yet. If you see on the daily time frame down here, we are getting some kind of, you know, consolidation right over here on the downside, which should happen because we are extended from the moving averages. So we need a little bit time, you know, and we cannot just drop straight down because there is a lot. We're gonna go all the way down to 23,000 down here. So we cannot just drop over here. You think, I just only 23, one less move to the downside, and then we can go up here. If we go down, we're gonna stick around here for a while. I think. So, you know, I'm looking 23, 25 right now. I'm looking 200 weekly moving average, some kind of bottom. I'm looking for accumulation phase to happen. We are way above, way out from it. But expert expected 8. Yeah, experts expected 8.1. Experts expected 8.1. Unfortunately, Coinbase down. Yeah, stuff is happening with Coinbase. A lot of there is a lot of FUD with Coinbase, guys. There is a lot of FUD with Coinbase, and I don't know where is it on the. Let me see here. So he's like one over leveraged stable coin. Over leveraged stable coin. That's good stuff. But let me go a little bit down here. And now people are posting a lot, so I have to scroll down a little bit down here, I think. Doesn't matter. The FUD about Coinbase is that Coinbase is gonna keep your money if you die. If Coinbase goes bankrupt, it's gonna keep your money. Your money is not safe on Coinbase if anything happens to Coinbase. So there is a lot of FUD on Coinbase. So this is also an attack on the retailers. This is also a FUD attack on the crypto. So whether, you know, Coinbase is gonna fail or not today or not, I don't know. It might do that. I don't know. But I think it's most likely because this kind of news comes at a very, very special moment. And right now it's coming at a time when there is a huge FUD going on. When there's a huge huge, you know, dump in the prices, when there's a huge attacks on Luna right now, and then you get this Coinbase FUD as well. I wouldn't be surprised if you get China FUD again. Right now, if you get China FUD, I think that would be cherry on the cake, and then we'll see what's happening from there, right? That would be cherry on the cake. Do we have bullish engulfing candle on 1 hour chart? I don't know. Let's see that 1 hourly chart. I'm still here. No bullish engulfing candle, but we did get above 10 and 20 moving average up here, above 10 20 move. So we did retrace back inside the triangle up here. It just might have been this, you know, we are back in triangle above the 10 20 moving average, so it's very nice, but we still need to break up here towards the upside. I would say, you know, all the way up here at 32,000 levels where the big resistance is, 32,001.5, 32,002. We need to get above that, and once we get above that, maybe this dump will, you know, conclude. But I think we're gonna do that on the 4 hourly time frame or something like that, above this 20 moving average up here to, you know that we are above it, guys. Huge amount of FUD all over the place, you know, Luna, UST, Coinbase, China FUD maybe soon, I don't know. You know, your money is gone, crypto is going to zero, everything is happening at the same time. CPI numbers, Fed interest rate, everything is crashing, markets are dying. This might be local button for right now. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna check this tonight. Tonight we're gonna have a live stream again once I come back, and we're gonna see what's happening. But that said, guys, this also will pass over. After rain, there is always sunshine. If you're going through bad times, this will not last forever. It's gonna last 1 month. There will be accumulation phase. There will be a new bull run. Keep the hope up. Keep the motivation up. You need to, you know, chill. I don't know if the 23 is gonna hold, but you know that, you know, right now everything's saying that, right? That said, Luna was 4x in a minute. How's Luna doing right now? Still 80% down, 3.1. It's picking up a little bit, you know, so we'll see. It needs to retrace a little bit. That's it, guys. I gotta go. I gotta drive kid to the practice. See you again another time. Bye bye. Take care. Relax. This is the capitulation phase. Enjoy it if you can. If you cannot enjoy it, you know, go out and do some other stuff and come back in a month or 2 times. You know, that's all I can say, man. There we go. Bye bye, guys.